Wait. That's what you're gonna have to do. You're gonna have to wait. You're gonna have to wait. What's up, world? What's up, cyberspace? How's it going, internet land? What do you do? Yo, what's up? This is your boy, Crypto Bruh, aka More World Pizza DJ / producer, coming back again with another one of these videos about Zen World and the overall relationship of the markets and what it does. Man. Hey, today is May 30th, 2025. It's Friday. It's the end of the week and the end of the month at the same damn time. And yeah, May was an eventful month for sure. What a month. 2025, May, stamp it up. But what's up to the bros? What up, Earn It? What's up, Zen enthusiasts? What's up, T-Law Fitness? What up, Chic? Bud Green, aka Zenzel Washington in the house. My guy Rolando. 100 XNT. That's $10,000. Hey, maybe. Shit. What, at $10 each? Right? At $100 each. It's possible. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, today is the end of the week and the end of the month. So, you know, it is what it is. So what are we seeing? Let's go ahead and get into it. No need to keep looking at my ugly mug here. Hold on. No need to look at my ugly mug. But yeah, what do we got going on? We got Bitcoin coming in right now at 105. Whew. Can they take the heat? Right after the conference, you get Bitcoin conference and you get Sell the News event. And this is funny. This is just funny. We'll talk about it in a second. But yeah, we got Bitcoin at 105. We got Ethereum at dancing on 26. Let's just say it's 25 because that's probably where it wants to go. XRP at $2 basically. BNB at $6.60 basically. You might as well just chop $10 or 10 cents off everything. Solana at $150, whatever. But yeah, so the market's pulling back right now, and it's just pulling back off of trading FUD. And this is kind of why, again, I'm not so hyped about the regular, or as they say, traditional crypto world. You know, I think that's ran its course. but also for, I guess, myself, like I've been in the space for way too long, to be championing like not the future, right? The future in crypto is definitely gonna be getting everyone involved. Similar to like the internet. Like the internet took a long time for people to come online. Like they had internet since like the 60s, and you don't get the first president sending his first email until the 90s, right? Over 20, or excuse me, a little over a quarter century of time before you actually get the next version of the modern internet or whatever. So I think we're still in the transition of the modern internet, and we might still be 10 years away from what is modern, because Bitcoin is only 15 years old, right? So it at least has 5 more years of discovery before you can really say it's solid. So everything currently is speculation all the way up to the Bitcoin, because the planet Earth, the human beings that live here, they're trying to figure out their monetary system, I guess. And I feel like an alien sometimes. I feel like I know I'm human, but I'd be like, yo, am I sent from a distant star galaxy or something? Because why don't these humans understand how this cryptocurrency stuff works? And yeah, Bitcoin is looking good. Solid pullback happening. This is the part where it's like you see markets follow Bitcoin, and Bitcoin is extremely extended over its 200. So theoretically, it can come back down here. It doesn't mean that the rally is over. It's just market makers making market moves. The thing that we're trying to do, in my opinion, is we're trying to decouple the future from Bitcoin. And that's why what's happening in Bitcoin right now, to me, is Bitcoin on Bitcoiner crime. Okay, Bitcoiner on Bitcoiner crime is happening on Bitcoin right now. And this is perfect setup for the believers that like Bitcoin. Okay, there's nothing better than FUD coming from within the nucleus. It's like these guys are on the same team, but they hate each other, right? And there's a lot of different nucleuses inside of the Bitcoin, which is kind of funny. There's a lot of different stuff going on. This is so public and private at the same damn time. But again, it governs our space currently because it's the most simplistic example of blockchain. And again, we're in the middle of transition. We're not supersonic just yet. All these supersonic ideas, theoretically they're experiments, and they have room to fail. Now, do I think they're going to fail? Hell no. That's why I like crypto and I like talking about them. But that's the risk that you should apply to, the process. There is risk in this process for everyone, including the people who have the heaviest hands in the whole, project. Most of the time, you don't really get these opportunities for something to arise. And then I think in this case, we're looking at basically the separation of Bitcoin's core nucleus. Some people, they don't like this whole flashy Bitcoin conference thing. Let's see if we can see something from it just by clicking buttons. What up, Tree City West? What's up, Drunk on Crypto? DOC is back tonight. Drop in. Hey, maybe I might come through. I'm not drinking right now, but I'll pull up Puffco. I'll have the herb, man. Who wants to do the smoke? Who wants the smoke? I gotta burn the Zen. You got dreadlocks, bro. Who wants the smoke? I want you burn these in. Hey, we burning Zen for real. I have so much use case. Yo, they praise this man, bro. Yo, this is crazy. I thought this was so crazy. They put his jumpsuit on, like they ran out of artifacts. What is this world? I mean, it's a catch-22 with Ross too, bro, because he had some sort of fuck killers on his hip. But it's whatever you want to believe it. Whatever story you want to believe, you know. I like to think of Ross as gangsta. So him himself in this photo is an artifact, because I don't know if this is the same guy. That might be a clone. I saw them do it with Gucci Mane. They might do it with Ross. That's not the same Ross, bro. They put that's funny. Adam Beck. Look at this guy. See, this is what I'm saying. Like, in Zen, we need to know the history of Bitcoin and how it's scaled its social popularity, because theoretically that is where the bag is in cryptocurrency in general. The community, right? The code, right? The thing is evolving beyond the classic story is impossible. No one's actually done it. Everybody pumps and then they dump, and no one's actually been able to solve it. So it is a solvable problem because no one's been able to solve it. We solve little pieces of it, right, by making little applications. But again, I think it's on a layer 1 level. It's really not on the application level. It's on the hardware level. And we need to solidify that. Then we can move, then we can repackage the internet and design it however we feel. But I think this is the pain point in development, in design, right? All systems, they continuously change. Devs pick something that they like, and then that's how they march forward, right? And a lot of developers have picked Solana. And you actually have a lot of Bitcoiners starting to think about moving to Solana. There's Solana Bitcoin TVLs on Solana Live, like sponsored by the foundation type shit. I'm sure Bitcoin X1 will also have, these Bitcoin TVLs that X1 Foundation will want to like spawn on chain, because there's nothing better than having Bitcoin stay on chain, especially in a garden that's keeps the ethos of first principles going forward. That's what it's all about. You feel me? So it's happening on Solana already, but they can't scale their nodes. They could do a lot with them, but it's just the demand. Humans are being born. People are popping up. There's going to be many different teams working on different projects. We work better together than against each other. I've been saying this for a long time. If you've been watching the channel, I've been saying this shit inside of the Zen world, and now we're hearing it on the elite level, that they are working better together than, separate. And that's what I mean by seeing Adam back still talking about Bitcoin. Like, that's the evolution of everybody, using their minds to drive one mission, which is, get cryptocurrency to the masses. Now, the thing about Bitcoin is it's more of a Comic-Con with no young people allowed. Like, if you're young, you gotta be into politics or something. And even me, like, I think I'm still young. I'm only 34. But I don't want to see Eric Trump talk. Like, people pay money to just see this guy. I ate a grape before I started streaming. It's in my lip. Wasted by Gucci Mane. Yo, I still play Gucci Mane nonstop. Lemonade or the Trappist bag. Depends though. If the crowd is tight, they can get the Trappist bag. Not everybody can get the Trappist bag. Okay. Somewhere on someone's computer in Idaho, there's a version of Lemonade with me rapping on it. Yo, go find it, bro. Go remind the masterpiece. But hey, Ross might be a clone. Let's just start the rumor. Fuck it. We control crypto. That Ross ain't the real Ross. I'm with the real Ross. Like, look at this shit. Like, ain't nobody trying to pay with Bitcoin. 10-minute blogs. Are you serious? You get to take 10 minutes for confirmation time? Like, look at this shit. Like, what a TED Talk. Yeah, I'm not hating on Bitcoin. This is the level we are at now, and this is where we could take Zen. This is where we could take X1. We can sit it right in this pocket of curiosity inside of the bigger machine, because it's going to be really hard, in my personal opinion, to get through to the bigger machine. You know what I mean? Like, Bitcoin's a Trojan horse for at least the next 10 years. New internet, right? 25 years, quarter of a century. So we would need 2030. That's why I'm like, oh, in about 5 years, Bitcoin will make a lot of sense to a lot of people. Like, what it is, the blockchain, what is DeFi, what is all these things. And then, you know, maybe that's when other players can start to really thrive from the ecosystem's growth. Like, as industry is growing, you know, the same thing like in the big tech world, right? Like, in big tech world, it was small little companies, and then eventually they ate everything. And now there's just a few. Like, Facebook owns literally all the socials. They're like listening right now. Google owns all the socials, you know, like Elon got one. I got one. Give me it. Dorsey, give it up. Dorsey, here's 44 bill, bro. Give this shit up. Dorsey. I don't know why Jack Dorsey gave up X. Maybe he really just got capped out, like human potential or whatever. You know, humans have limits. But yeah, so like what that means for us is like Zenians and Zen is we are very early to a utility curve. And everyone's going to think we're super stupid right now because we're going against like the meme curve, right? Like, we should be having, Zen should be a meme, right? But now it's a mind fuck because it can't be a meme because people hate the memes like solXEN and like Zencat and, you know, Dracula down 2%. Setting up for a possible low. Get your Solana ready. Get your Solana ready to deploy. Again, I'm still bullish on this one, but yeah. So like, if you catch my drift, like Zen is like automatically becoming a utility coin because it offers memes, but now it's too serious to be a meme. Like, if you call Zen a meme too, some people get mad because they're like, "Nah, man, this shit's real." It's like, all right, chill, my bad. You know, buy my shit coin then. Buy my shit coin. Emoji Dracula. I don't know what happened to X1. Is it still around? I think people stopped trading it. Let's find it. Bitcoin is dial-up internet. Bitcoin now rare like an AOL CD. Yeah, Bitcoin is like I mean, like, it's attractive. But boy, oh boy, they're dumping on them hard. We'll probably go back to like 100K. That's what I was saying though. Or underneath this 40. We'll for sure go under the 40. Because this is broken. Like, whatever this pattern was, it's broke. So it's got to reset. And the best reset level, as we can see, we're in another like patch of static. So the last time it did this was at 102. So it's run from, yeah, the last time it was here, it was like, doo-doo, but it wasn't oversold. It happened internally. So this is still good though, because where it's at right now, so like this is the mindfuck in looking at the RSI, is when you look at the RSI, you see that there's room for the downside, but this area is entering is all static, where like essentially decisions are made, like hands are traded, you know, because the Bitcoin's not inflating crazy. So it's just people like, you know, trying to find a price every single second. That's why I hate traders. It's redundant. But in these heat of the moments, in the very beginnings, it's, you know, you kind of want to pay attention to it because you can catch the patterns and not be so spooked. That's why I'm like, I don't think it's over for Bitcoin. I just think there's a dip that can happen. But at the same time, there could be a better push. The push in Bitcoin is the conference. So we could think the conference is goofy, but then next week people could think the conference was tight. Do, right? That's all that matters. The internet doesn't have a voice anymore. XEN.network, if you want a voice, it's up to you. But yeah, that's why, yeah, in Bitcoin, dude, that's just a discount. I'm saying that's discount city right now. All of the alts though, or your favorite alt, you know, Solana is going to be wrapped with XNT first. Don't sleep on the dip on Solana, right? There's like a reason. Like now it's like interesting. It's like, oh shit, are they going to start dumping their soul? Or like, if you want to make more soul, come over, get some emoji Dracula, and let's make some Solana, bruh. Come over here. But yeah, so we have X1. Let's see this. This thing's been dumped to oblivion. But you can get these and burn them in the auction. That's what Jack said. All the contracts released by Fair Crypto will be eligible for burning in the Moon Party for credit towards XNT. And he kind of explained it well. Ernest was asking about it earlier, about my post on the X. On the X. Make sure you hit the like button. Hit the like button. Just like and subscribe if you're chilling with your boy. I'm just chilling. It's Friday. You ain't got shit to do. But I posted this because I saw that Cypherius had posted this in the X1 blockchain chat. He's like Satoshi right now. Thing is I wonder if he's going to disappear or if he'll always stay in the chats. If it's worth his time, or do people step in and like take the roles of like trying to keep X1 sustainable, you know, or, you know, what happens. But yeah, I think this is like a really fun time for early builders. Like if you've ever wanted to be an early builder, there's never been a better time to dive into Zen right now and introduce yourself at least to what is going to be a hell of a ride. Because if everything does line up, right, like the discovery factor on the overall crypto market is a 5-year span. Companies and industry will be built in that 5 years is what I'm talking about. So it's not like you're losing time. It's just how are you prioritizing or occupying your time to get the right information, you know, before this shit is sold on a TV commercial in the middle of the day for someone who's unemployed, you know, how to make crypto, you know, type shit. But again, I think we are going to be really far away from that type of future. You feel me? Like you can stay in the cycles if you want, but there will be a select few that will transcend into, again, this bigger responsibility, which is pushing better technology, better innovation, and keeping, you know, fair principles alive in tech. Hopefully, maybe somebody will make a phone. Again, Steve Jobs was an amazing product designer. I think he did it very well. And then I think a lot of other computer whizzes did it really well. So there's no reason why we can't do it just as good as them in our future, where we don't have to build the computer. We just need to obtain the node and get the crypto, build the contracts. So whatever the fuck you want to make it. All right. But yeah, shout outs Jack. While he's in the chat, he is dropping the alpha. But he said, where somebody had asked him, like, can you explain how these burns work? Like, we're all confused. And he was like, the guy was like, can you explain, because is there just one burn and no moon parties? Like, there's no moon parties, we're just burning. So then Jack was like, no. First, we have token trading on Solana. we give it some time to establish value. Then we announce the rules of the moon party, which means you can start your burn if you choose to. And we will also announce a date when it's over, which is the snapshot that collects everyone's records for XNT distribution. So it's straight to the point. But to break it down, as if I'm GPT, but I'm just a human like you. So go turn your brain on. Go do your brain outs, your brain push-ups. But it's like the trading on Solana is the reason why I'm saying, hey, maybe you want to look at, like, if Zen isn't rocking for you, everything is fucking down. So fuck it. But then again, that's why I'm like, yo, maybe you don't want to lose your position because you minted your Zen and you're the reason the price is up. So if the minters start to sell, the price will significantly drop, which again, we can see it here. It's getting ready to go under the 40. So someone's going to do it because they've already been doing it. So at some point, someone's going to wreck it. So if you want to beat them, you can beat them. And this isn't financial advice. I'm just reading the charts. But you'll see Solana again. It's going down with the rest of the market. Why not scoop some of it up and get ready for XNT? Because you haven't burned anything, right? Like I think if you don't have at least 1 trillion Zen burned, like you might want to get to burning, right? You could use this site. I'll put it in the chat. If you're on X, I'm sorry. Come over to YouTube. But yeah, use this burn tracker. You track your burns. And I would say again, if you don't have at least like 1 trillion Zen burned, like it's time to get to work on all the chains. Because yeah, the people who are running the race for the first snapshot, like they're all gonna have multi-trills. Like I'm talking like 50, like the top leaders are probably 100 trillions. Not 100 trillions, I shouldn't say like that, but yeah, like probably close to it. Probably close to 100 trillion. Because yeah, if you've been burnt in, and that would be a select few, that'd probably be like 4 to 5 people who've been able to maintain every piece. And that's why it'll be really decentralized at the end of the day, because each cluster of group gets larger from the top, if that makes any sense. Like group 1, who are the biggest whales, that's maybe like 10, 20 people. And then like group 2 would be like 50 to 100. Then group 3 is like 100 to 200, or 300, and so on and so on. But then like, the groups only get bigger as it goes down, because yeah, the information is like spreading. And the tokens are like information. So how you burn right now, it should be like gung-ho, like you're going crazy. You minted a bunch of Zen, you never sold, like you have the hero story. If you don't have that hero story, this is an awesome opportunity to front run at least the staking capabilities of, getting into Solana at a great price. Again, I think Solana is an underrated blockchain, 100%, but it's up next because of how underrated it is. Like, again, the industry chooses Solana, not the person on Twitter. The industry chose it. And yeah, I can think us binding liquidity with them is a very intelligent idea. Actually, one of the first blockchains to really do this, because again, X1, Jack Levin wants it to be a top 10 coin. He's doing all the things to make sure that it's in position to at least get there. Solana is the only coin in the last few years to actually get in the top 10. Look at Sui dancing at number 11. Look at Sui dancing at number 11. But that 10 to 24 gap is huge. And this is something I'm trying to figure out. I almost feel like there's so many hedge funds in Cardano, Tron, and Doge that like they're really like all sharing a market cap. And then you see like the next group of hedge funds. You get what I'm saying? Like same thing I was just saying. Like The groups only get larger as you go out, but like they're all like super tight, niche. Like 8,000, everyone here. Look, and then you see it's like, oh, Stellar, you know, Avalanche, Tron, Bitcoin Cash. You know, every single one of these chains are gonna, you know, they are supposedly set up like X1 chain. So you know they got investors, because there ain't no way it's just chilling, you know, up here. Like, what the fuck is this big Git token? Number 24. Burning XEN will turn you gay. Hey, you know, it's June, bro. I mean, it's just it's the quantum space, bro. I don't know. That's the quantum one. That's the quantum jump. We're doing it in June. What is this? BitGet. Not available to Americans. Oh, Pi. What the? Oh, yeah, trading. Only natural progression. Yeah, see, oh yeah, see, restricted. I'm not even allowed. And this is where I'm at with this shit too. Like, it's kind of weird. We live in a time where an American goes to CoinMarketCap and I can't just click around and it be for me. So this is why I feel like we're in a transitional period. You know, the next CoinMarketCap, whatever that is, I mean, I really think it's like a DEX screener. DEX screener is way cooler than CoinMarketCap, and that's why CoinMarketCap kind of copies like DEX screener now. Like, they have like a DEX scan. Like, they never had any of this shit. Like DEX screener and what do you call, what's the other one? DEX tools. Psh. Yo, that's that. I mean, because you this is like a language, this design language. The next people up after this was like Proton on Solana, and then Xbull on Solana. And that's kind of why I'm like, okay, this traditional stuff is going to die out. It's just a bunch of old people actually talking about it. And like, they don't know what's coming up. And they're going to just buy what we tell them to buy. Because they're so out the loop. Like, everyone is associating like Donald Trump's coin with the actual Donald Trump. That one blows my mind. I'm like, bro, you guys don't know how crypto works. Like, Donald Trump doesn't control Bitcoin. The fuck? Like, what's going on? What is going on? But it is what it is. You know how it goes. And that's kind of why, again, like, I will hope that XEN didn't dump right now. But I don't, like, I don't see the positivity from the community or from its like aura. Like, it feels like the market makers know they can do the same thing they could do to the major market, which is take it to a place where there's a good discount. And then they can just keep it in a range. So like, there's no, you get what I'm saying? There's no reason to buy it. And that's kind of what Jack is saying. Like try to find your position, but like, keep your XEN. Like, don't make a move unless you know what you're doing. And that's why I'm like, oh, if you're a pro, you need to be probably burning your XEN, because everyone else is just going to be looking at it, and that's going to help price. Because then everyone they'll just hold it. So it's a catch-22. You want Jack to promote burning, but then at the same time, the game theory that people actually listen to him is pretty cool, because then you can just do the opposite. You know, it's like, oh, okay, I'll just do the opposite. Yeah, we can see that right here on XEN. So XEN, the supply is finally growing. Not by much, about 5 trillion, but it's enough. People have stopped burning again over here. And now you can see the stake is slowly growing. It hasn't hit 1 trillion. So the stake in XEN is fascinating, because it's essentially this number and this number, you know, and that's where the inflation is. So now you're just watching this like tiny number grow from everybody just recycling their XEN. So I don't really know. That's kind of why I'm like, yo, the XEN thing is like tight. We've like actually done something here, but the human behavioral part of it is like boring because everybody's like right now it's like, oh, everyone's just recycling it instead of burning it, and there's like nobody talking about it like it's sick as fuck. So then it doesn't invite developers, and then it puts us at the mercy of X1, which is awesome, but it would be cool if the community wanted to build an ecosystem. But at the same time, maybe this is an eye-opener for anyone who's really in crypto, and you know, this is why we're moving to X1 chain. This is why you want to get rid of your XEN. Like, this is the pledge you're pledging allegiance to. It's like this idea that what like you want freedom of movement. I know that shit is what people be saying, but like really in crypto, you don't get to freely move because someone always controls the chart. Like, you'll never get to control a chart. All you could do is birth a chain. Maybe one day you control a chain. But you're going to get one chance to birth a chain, and then after that, you got to wait for the next chain to get born again. And it might be another 15 years, because why? Why do we need another chain? I think Jack has done a really good job at explaining why we need a better chain, another chain. Like, there's so many reasons why, and we see them every single day, all the way down to the funnel of the Bitcoin. It can't even escape. It can't escape the narrative of why we need a new chain. I mean, 10-minute blocks is enough, but you got to go deeper than that, right? It's just crazy. It's pure laughable at this point. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Damn, they dumping the shit out of their Solana. This is awesome. But this is bad for my meme coins. God damn. Bad for my meme coins, my Yakabu, my Yakub. This is the bottom right here, though. And it's getting oversold. It just sucks. But this is what I'm saying. Like, when tokens pull back, the memes get cheaper. This is just like classic crypto. I actually think we're moving past this. I don't look into like hyper liquid, but like this hyper liquid movement is fascinating too. I don't know if y'all have looked into this. It's basically a fork of Solana, but it's like a centralized exchange. But it's a decentralized exchange because it uses blockchain. We use blockchain leverage to support data collection. All right. But it's got the UX of Web 2. Allows people to do the damn thing. And, you know, like, I really don't care. All right. Like I'm saying, it's just another UX, another UI, another trading platform, another, we're just over here doing it better like this. Right. So I'm not impressed. Oh man, and I'm out of jurisdiction because I'm American. That's probably why I don't really look into this shit either. But this is the takeaway from this. This is their native coin, and you can see their valuation is $10 billion. Now, Hyperliquid, because it was launched on Solana, it's basically wrapped here, and you send it there. So this is like what Jack is lining up XNT to basically have, like a similar concept to like Hyperliquid, where people on Solana will actually be like, oh, we got this coin and we can do the degen thing with it, and it's going to invite two worlds together. Like, I wish I was more into this Hyperliquid thing, but then again, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not, I don't give a fuck. But if it's a blockchain, that's up. And maybe that's maybe we become the first blockchain. This is what I've been thinking about. I'm like, maybe X1 will be the catalyst for Solana to finally be looked at as like, oh, we can use it to do what they did. Because no one's been able to do that besides Pump Fund. But Pump Fund is an application. It's not a blockchain. One of the biggest things about 2017 was when people kind of discovered how they could build smart contracts and build fake businesses. And then you get ICOs. But then you get Justin Sun, who did it the right way. Now he's in the top 10 forever, right? What is the right way? I think Justin Sun packaged ETH and gave it back to people in Chinese, and that was like that was the easiest way to do it. Everybody tried all these other things, like EOS, like really try to build their own blockchain, and that's like what failed them. But they should have just cloned ETH instead of playing around with the code and fragmenting development. And that was just in that era in 2017. But the ICO phase off of Ethereum, if you really think about it, that's what was these are the best ones, like BNB. Like BNB's doing great right now. That ICO on fucking Ethereum. You know? And that's what we don't have anymore. We don't have these ICOs or these giant utilities coming from the chain anymore, because the chain itself has been a fucking, you know, you can't build anything on these chains. Solana, you actually can, right? And I think Hyperliquid is a good example of what's probably going to happen with XNT, because they want to start it at 0 and give it value. So should be nice. Time to split the XEN community like the Bitcoin gas wars. We got the XEN burners and we got the XEN gays. oh, you mean XEN gas wars? Okay, yeah. To get we got to start the XEN gas wars, man. I mean, the gas wars really is when we see where the burn are. I think. I didn't even keep going on this because I started going on a fucking change on that thing. But yeah, like that's where I'm at with it. The trading, it's actually, it all goes back. The trading on Solana makes a lot of sense. So making sure we establish ourselves on Solana, establish ourselves far away from everything else. Only then can we establish true value with the access and leverage of the Solana blockchain, right? Being point access of everyone's attention, right? Then they're going to announce the rules of the moon party, which means you can start your burn if you choose to. So this is kind of where, again, I think this is code, and I'm not just trying to mix it for what it's not, because it's also not code. They will then announce the rules. Okay, you know? So if you want to wait until they announce the rules, that's fine. From my experience, sometimes when everybody knows the rules, like I was saying before, the groups get larger. They don't get smaller when everybody learns the rules. So I don't know if I'm gonna wait for that announcement. I think I personally think, from the way the markets are working, they're doing a good job building something that might be able to compete with this top 10. Because again, Justin Sun and BNB are up here. ICO extensions from Ethereum. Now, XRP was a clone of Bitcoin, but they hashed all the coins out. So kind of like Bitcoin, seriously not like Bitcoin, actually. So it's just, you know, honorary mention up here with Tether and USD. Doge is the first real meme coin, so people, they're trying to do something with it. It's under $1, you know, pump it to $1, right? Doge to $1. But these other ones, right? This Cardano, this Tron, these are dusters. Tron, remember, Justin Sun worked for Ripple before he made Tron. And Charles Hoskinson, whatever, Charles, bro. Charles was biz development for Ethereum before he did Cardano, before he started to disagree with their hippie vibes. So these two at the bottom are really honorary mentions in the theory of they're also just olive branches from Ethereum and or Ripple with social connections in the industry. So yeah, I think this is like a, you know, like on a pool table when they have all the pool balls set up. I see X1 is like coming in and really, you know, like blowing this shit up and like finally breaking the table, because you have Solana here, and Solana is not necessarily an honorary mention. It's a development mention, right? Remember, Solana was built from the ground up, and they spent mad hackathons building out Solana, trying to solve many problems with one leader named Anatoly. And I think they did a very amazing job. And with a little bit of help, Solana will be an amazing blockchain for the world, an amazing token for the holders. Do I think they can improve on some things? Hell yeah. And that's why I like X1, because you can't do everything in one car. You might need 7 cars in the garage. It's just, it'd be like that. And a boat and a snow machine or a snowmobile. Yeah, definitely. More vehicles. Look at Hyperliquid's up here, number 12. I didn't even know Hyperliquid was up here at number 12. That's insane. So theoretically, Hyperliquid is a layer of Solana, and it's creeping into the top 10. I didn't even know that. Damn, that's actually pretty bullish for them. That's why everyone is talking shit about them in the DGen world. Promotes the selling. But you see what I mean? Like this coin, number 12, you can get on Dex Screener. Oh, I didn't even know it was trading. Oh, number 1 on their own chain. And I'm sure there's a clone on Solana. Let's see. Oh, no. There's not. Okay, then. They just use the mindshare. Which makes it even funnier. Because, yeah, Solana's weird. Like, all the degens they're like attracted to Pump Fund. And they think Pump Fund's going to come out with a blockchain. I'm like, damn, man, Pump Fund just dropped a swap. And now you guys are asking for a blockchain. Like, y'all don't know how blockchain works. But that's why, again, I think an established layer for Solana is amazing, because everybody's trying to do an application. No one's trying to do an established layer. And an established layer living here, like actually, like if we look at market caps, the highest market cap is the Trump coin. So X1 would be side by side with Trump on like Dex Screener, or Fart coin, or Pop coin, right? Because we're definitely trying to take this way above these tokens. Like these are all meme coins. Like they don't have a group of nodes behind them, right? Like you go to x1.com and that's basically a cell phone company. The Zen gays. One of my first big wins was buying Phantom on Ethereum before Phantom launched. Insane to see where we are today. Yeah, Phantom also did they got the tail end of the stick though, because they got caught in airdrop culture. That's why I miss Phantom, because by the time I knew how ICOs work, I know how they try to sell you it, and then they do the airdrop. I need to step back. I was like, oh, airdrop? Nah, man. I got the XEN airdrop. That was the best one of my life. That one was dusted. Never seen it again. 308, slowly getting the validators back up after everybody moved over. But this is what I'm saying, like, on Dex Screener, someone who's really looking for a play on Solana, they're going to see X1. It's going to be just living there, because you're going to have all this vested interest from the Zen coin. And this is why, again, I wouldn't be surprised to see Zen just not be able to recover if it can't. Like, I mean, that's not real, but imagine that. Like, imagine no one goes back to pick up the ETH Zen, because everyone's just going to wait for it to finally be dead. Because they really could. Now, I don't think it'll be like that on OP Zen or CB Zen, because to keep the price down is to be selling like against yourself. Again, like there's this crazy formula in the Zen world where you are your own difficulty. So if you hold a bag, you need to exit before it has value. And that's kind of what's happening here. There's people holding a bag that has a lot of value and they need to exit now, but instead they hold and the price recovers. You know, the bag gets even bigger, and it's a catch-22. But I think that's all we're waiting for. We're just waiting for the dust to settle. You can see again the OP's in underneath the 40 on the RSI. Such a good buy. That's why one little wick is going to do it. We need someone to extend this, but you're not going to get that with these tiny sales. Actually, it looks like someone just sold this account here. Looks like they've been buying. Let's see if they got any more. We need Zen Gay merch. Zen shirts that lies in the front of a knot showing your hairy belly button, says Rolando. When the Shenane shirt. Who's going to introduce the Shenane shirt? Not me, bro. Not me, bro. Me got no time for that, man. Is this it? This might be the trading account. Yeah, it's the trading account. I guess you could do it like that. This person got 39. Oh, and they got a bunch of bulks. But yeah, you see, like, this is kind of like what I mean by like, oh, humans in crypto are like not fun. Like, this would be way cooler if there was like AIs like swarming and buying up the chart and playing the game based on the information, not like feelings. Like all this of feelings and shit. This is what makes the charts take forever, because then someone's selling into an obvious pump, and like your sell isn't gonna do anything. So it just slows down the chart. But we gotta go through it. Blah 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 blah. Right. I don't actually know how we break through. I think it really does take a community to take what they have and tell everyone. Right. And that's why I'm glad that Jack left open this concept that they will announce the rules of the moon party once it has value. Because that's literally telling you that unless you already think XNT has value, you probably shouldn't do anything. And you hear those people all the time, bro. They be talking like, oh, XNT or X1's never going to come out. It's like, all right, cool. Like, the guy just literally told you either you can feed on that and hold yours in, or you can, you know, start burning if you please. And then, you know, that's how I'm seeing it. Like, because at that point, if you were just going to wait for the rules, then why did you wait for the rules? Like, why didn't you just get ready and burn a whole bunch of Zen when it was cheap? You know, you listen. It's like you're going to listen to the Winion all the way to the finish line and then hang out with them and like slap hands and shit like, oh, we're going to do this shit together. You know, and then just be sad that you were always behind and shit. Like, I don't know. I feel like we're going to have those, though, the stragglers. We're going to try our best to like bring them forward, but they'll always be in the background talking shit because they could never keep up, you know. And they'll just, you know, their voice can reach us because we feel bad for them. We're like, damn, man, I wish you wasn't so far back. I can hear you, though. I can hear your ass, but I'm not bringing your ass to the front. And that's, again, the doers will be super prepared for the moon party, whether that's having Zen now, because, again, this plays a factor. So if the moon party we're burning CB Zen, then that means right now, 9 zeros and a 3-6, this is the cheapest Zen, because at the moon party announcement, when XNT is on Solana, this will have a ratio. Or I shouldn't say it like that. It's not necessary. It's still not going to have a ratio. It might have a ratio, but it might not have it in the very beginning. Right? Because this is the part right here, and we will announce the dates when it's over. So there's going to be the moon party, and then there's going to be, the moon party's about to end. Right? So you don't actually know the window of opportunity. All you know right now is that there's going to be a start and an end. So theoretically, if you're not prepared, which I'm sure like a lot of people aren't, you need to look at this now as like the snapshot is now. The quantum snapshot is now. Like I've been saying this whole stream, once everybody knows, it's no longer a small group. It's a large group. And that larger group can, you know, ripple how they feel And I was saying CBZen is where a lot of Zenians, hibernate. And there's a lot of reasons why. The gas is cheap, and there's a lot of space. And Base has a robust economy, so Zen makes sense on Base because Base needs a fair coin that comes straight from the chain, and it doesn't actually have any affiliation with anyone. Because if Base is going to be an open, trustless market, what a better place for Zen to actually live. Very, very, very affordable. Digital dollar feelings. And you flip them. Because every max mint would be a $2 mint, right? I'm pro Zenian, bro. So I see this shit, and I'm like, yo, people are gonna snooze on it hard. Ethereum is just hard. Is a hard pill to swallow because it's like the Bitcoin of our world, but it might not pop off. Like it might actually be the one we go back to. And this is what I'm saying. Like in 2027. We might go back to Zen and then do something with it because everybody is financially stable to actually make it happen with that one. But in this first stages, it might, only do one, or, you might only get one or two strategies out of the Zen. You might not get to burn and sell. It's all up to you how you play it. But like, let's say we do a full max term on OP Zen, 516 days. Oh no, we're talking about CBZen. CBZen, damn, 522 days. They ripping this C rank over there. But yeah, the C rank is cracking. C rank is like let's just say 45 or 4.5 million users like a day. And over there you can clock tons of C ranks. You can get up to 500 comfortably. What the fuck? Oh, no, days. So we're gonna do should have been full term. Okay, there we go. So this is like my speculation on CBZen. So in CBZen, you can generate 13 billion tokens in 516 days. And with the current price, right now you can see it's kind of dumb to do it because the gas is so high. But you can most of the time you can catch this gas as 2 zeros and a 1. This is typically where you could catch the gas on Base. But when it's all busy like this, like right now we're in the middle of the day, everybody's using it. It's just like Ethereum. So the gas is typically high. It's like the worst time to mint. And that's why I like Base, because it actually is like Zen. Like the gas moves. It is very random. Not everybody can keep up. It's easy to become fatigued in minting. So there is caps. And again, there's not a bunch of Ethereum because not all the ETH is on Base. So there's just a lot of supply right now because it's in a hyperinflationary state. If more burning happens on Base, it's up. And then what else is funny about this theory is that if more burning happened on Base, then people would have access to more burn records. Because then you won't have to be on a shit chain getting burn records. Right? So it's pretty funny watching like the way it's working out. It's working out beautifully, in my opinion. Beautifully. Where's it at? Dashboard? And what's funny about the whole like you won't get enough burn points because now you're gonna have to buy back the chart because you can't make enough, right? Like you could try to lessen this. Oh wait, this is way too giant. Was that what it was going off of? I don't think so. Yeah. So you can lessen this. Like you could try to do like 100 days. Right? Maybe you have 100 days and you see you can generate 2 billion in 100 days. Right? Which is $1 right now. And this is where the math goes back into the whole Zen thing where it's like, well, speed is everything in this particular moment because there's an actual start and end. So speed is everything in this moment. Jack literally just told you that. We will announce the rules of the moon party. which means you can start burning if you choose. Right? That's what, I'm like, yo, he's literally telling you if you are bullish on X1 and XNT, you better pick up a strategy and burn this motherfucker down. And if you don't have a strategy, you're more than likely gonna be caught running around trying your best to figure out where do I fit in. And it's a pretty good design in my personal opinion, because now everyone's antennas are up. They're gonna learn about the system, and I think this is a great system. This is a great way to force the user, or like, you know, like if you're playing a video game and like they're trying to force you to go down a certain path, that, or you know, or like you'll be trying to like in GTA, you'll be swimming in the water and they only let you swim so far before they flip your character around. That's kind of how I think of like Jack's chaos. Like he always is gonna get you to a mirage, and it's really up to you to decode it, because it's always gonna flip you around. Like it's really never designed to get you to go to the next part of whatever mirage he's building. And in technology, I would almost say that's artistic. I keep saying it's poetic, but you know what I mean? Because it's like, damn, some people can only get to that part where the game character gets flipped around and they don't actually know how to like continue beyond. Like I remember finding like little glitches in the game where it would like try to stop you, but you can find the glitch where you can get into the void of the game and shit. You get the character to jump outside of the frame and shit. And that's kind of like what I think was in, like, if you don't have a strategy, you're the character in the game. But if you have a strategy, you're actually in the void, because it's such a small group that's actually moving strategically. And if you see what I'm saying, this is kind of why I'm like very surprised to see that XEN is reflecting well from this news. Right? I think people are on the same wavelength as me, that when you really look at it, liquid supply, XEN is under 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Its position, you know what I'm saying? It's number 6. It has more supply than Binance. And the only way for the supply to go up is for the G ranks to pop off. And that's why, again, I say, oh, if you really know how Zen works, do you think any of these other G ranks are going to continue to climb like base chain? Like base is going to be bigger than Polygon soon. Like if we switch this dashboard over to G rank, base chain is running up on Polygon right now. And there's no reason it should stop, because the AMP is high. So it's encouraging you to make it. You're encouraged to mint Zen on base. High amp. You're not encouraged to mint Zen on optimism. You're literally a lunatic like your boy. But there's still money to be made at 1 amp. It's very mysterious. But yeah, on base, it's running up. The G rank, I don't think it's going to stop. I think we're going to see, if everybody really understands what I'm saying here, this should easily get to 1 million. Or excuse me, 1 billion. Like we should see a 1 billion G rank on base chain. Easy. With the amount of space that they're giving away, with the amount of X burn you can get and still be in an environment where you can escape. Because that's the mind fucking XEN, is that if you time it right, your mints are actually in profit, and you could sell them if you don't want to burn them. So you're really in control of the economy on base chain. It's like an ongoing rotation of economy. It's pretty cool. And that's just a deeper look into it. But yeah, G ranks matter. It controls the inflation. So you don't want to be on a chain with a low G rank unless it's Ethereum. Right? Because Ethereum, it holds weight, that it's the OG, it's the king. So anything around it with this low G rank, that just lets you know like nobody's really using it. And then like as the G ranks go up, you want to flip it to liquid and staked and see who's on top. Right? You still have Polygon and Phantom on the top, but you see ETH Pal up here. Right? Hella supply, low G rank. Because when we look at the G ranks, ETH Pal is you know, four chains below base chain. So base has such an active community that people are literally making the fucking coins and using them, right? They're burning them, or they're like, you know, it has 1 year behind ETH.POW. So maybe if it had another year, you know, it would have the 2T. But the special thing about that, or the 2Q, the special thing about the base thing is that it is reaching these numbers with a lower or with a higher G rank. So there's so much more participation because you have lower amounts of supply and higher G rank, right? So people, they're literally able to use the whole XEN. Like the ETH went through the contract, the XEN was made, the XEN was deleted, but the coal is left behind. That's kind of how I think of the G rank. Like the G rank is our atomic clock, keeps track of everybody that's ever interacted with the XEN contract. Something that other contracts don't have. Most people, they can come take value and dump. And XEN, since you have to use the G rank to make the value, again, we keep at least that history of every person that's made a C rank, right? So these offset numbers are super duper bullish for base chain, and that's why you can't get ETH.POW to get up off the ground. And no offense to the ETH.POW homies, but that's your main problem. The main problem is access to Ethereum POW. Nobody wants to send their money over there, so you're at the mercy of ETH.POW. And you know, like if I look at ETH.POW's trading, you know, 12K in volume, bruh, like damn. You feel me? So like it makes sense in this retrospect as well that most of the ETH.POW, right? Most of the ETH.POW, the reason why it's staked up, because that's what we can see here. 1.4Q staked, 688 trillion liquid. So it's a staker's game, right? Which theoretically is a bubble. It's a XEN bubble. Low G rank, high supply, everyone is staking. XEN bubble. Like, look, oh yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, look at the active stakes, 24,000. When you have active stakes, ETH.POW's on the top. So there's nothing wrong with this. It just kind of is what I'm trying to talk about, this global mass adoption concept in XEN. Like you're more likely to get your heart broke on Ethereum POW if you're going there and you didn't start there. Like you want to start where you feel the most comfortable, and it should be the native you own the most. And hopefully it's Ethereum. So you got easy peasy lemon squeezy mind share, you get straight into base or OP. But like if it's Pulse Chain, do the boogie, learn about it. Like Pulse Chain is fascinating because most of the staked coins, or most of the coins, are liquid. So low G rank, most of the coins are liquid, and it doesn't hyperinflate as much anymore because the G rank is super low on Pulse Chain. Right? Optimism has 1 amp, and this G rank is higher than Pulse Chain and still growing. Right? Look at the active minters are booming. Well, I guess this is over time, so I guess that isn't fair because everybody went for the 1 amp. But yeah, if the G rank doesn't grow, inflation doesn't grow. So if we think about burning, then theoretically, like, you wouldn't want to go to a Pulse Chain to try to burn that XEN because you're in a bubble. You're like you can only expand the amount of supply if other Xenians follow. And if they have Pulse Chain and they're like, I'm not fucking putting my pulse through the XEN contract, then that resistance is going to stop you from getting inflation. And every other chain will out-inflate you. Or specifically, base chain will out-inflate you. So, you know, your interest probably would have been better in base than trying to kickstart Pulse Chain. All right. In actuality, if you have some Pulse, you'd want to buy all the liquid supply and burn it now before anybody else can get their hands on it. But again, nobody understands what the fuck is going on. Like if people actually understood, then we would see better prices. Like XEN is on the floor It's ready. P.o.P is ready. It's on the floor. Only problem is you got to win pulse chain, and I think XEN won pulse chain already. I'm not there, but it sounds like everybody's over there. XEN. XEN can't catch a break. Look at this shit. Damn, somebody over here trading XEN. Just took a quick L. Horrible trader. The best way to get into XEN is through the LP, like doing a single side. I do gotta make something of that nature to try to teach people how to do that, but I don't really care about it. I don't really care. What I did do today though is I burn on Polygon. I need to run the scheme. So XBurn is going through an identity crisis because everybody wants to wait on Jack Levin to like make a move. So everybody's like, "Oh, is this real?" Blah blah blah. I'm like super over it, trying to explain it to people. But what I am coming to understand is that there's gonna be a learning curve for people to understand where like we're launching projects using XEN real estate. So it's really on you, like as a user, to know what you own. And like if you can't really come to the conclusions that you own something special and you just keep throwing it around, you know, and then you run out of them, is it really the fault of the developer not telling you how to burn? And that goes back to like the economy thing. Like I think the economy of XEN is gonna be on a few chains. It won't be on every chain, and it will make a lot of sense of why you don't see it on every single chain. Right? Not every chain needs to have the XEN effect. Not every single one. What's up, Charlie Yard? The stock market is going to completely collapse this summer. This is a prophecy from the Holy Spirit. God bless and praise God for warning his children. You don't say. Big ups, Charlie, for the blessing. But yeah, like what do you call it? Yeah, not all chains are gonna win, and it's really just on you to not get caught up again holding the bag. We can say this a billion times, but only a few people will actually understand. like I had started the stream off with come on, man, dude, Polygon take forever, bro. I haven't done a transaction over here. I mean, I don't think it's me. I just want some XEN. Hey, that's pretty close to what I burned earlier. It's like that's like 1 billion off from what I burned earlier. I burned 27 billion. Now I got 26. That might be kind of bullish. Let's see what happens. Let's go back to XBurn. This is the recycling process. That's what you got to get hip to right here. Now, my account moves a little slow, so eventually it'll pop up. But yeah. So the trick in XBurn, or like the alpha in XBurn that no one's talking about yet because everybody's still trying to figure out how to run the XEN thing. The alpha in XBurn is that it's gonna have the biggest TVL, the most solid TVL with XEN. And this will be what a lot of programmers try to recreate. They're going to try to recreate XBurn. They're going to play with the numbers. But this is the innovation that this solves. Now, the only way that it gets better, XBurn, is you take the 20% and you make it smaller, because that's more fair for the user. So instead of 20%, it's 15, 10, 5, 0. That's it. And this is why, again, I think it's at the best bare minimum for both protocol and user, because 80-20 rule is undefeated. And if you keep playing around with the 80-20 rule to try to find a grift, like that's all it would be, you're gonna like break the system for everybody. So I'm super bullish on XBurn on every chain, because as the Zen ethos grows and people go, well, how do I burn it for X1 chain over like the next few months? Like you'll just be like, oh, burnzen.com. And then they can go and burn their Zen and get an extra little token that they can sell back into the pool. Because that's what I'm saying. People aren't going to come and burn, like maybe a few people burn $1,000, and that's going to be so bullish for XBurn. Like if we can capture actual people looking to burn, bro, like that's epic. Y'all don't understand. If you're in Zen, you want to actually push those kind of people through XBurner, because it's the buyback program. Like it's instantly going to buy itself back. And if you're positioned right, you can sell your XBurn into some Zen, and then bam, you got some burning, or you got some LP or something else, you know? But yeah, like that's like one of the power pieces of this protocol. And you see, I like Polygon, because sometimes you can catch it where these fees are sub. Sometimes they up, though. They're really high. But, you know, Polygon isn't too bad. And it's got the most supply. So maybe that's why I'm getting the coins back so easy. Yeah, now we're boosting it. Oh, yeah, there's only one other person playing with me. So you see I got 26,000 and I burned 26 billion. So let's go ahead and swap it one more time and see if that gives us a good ratio. That's what it's all about. It's only like $1.50. But this is what I mean. Like, I wish more people really dove into XBurner too, because the strategies on it are pretty nuts. And right now what I'm thinking of is like, yo, if I just lose $1 billion every burn on MZen, that actually is kind of cool, because it's not like that on CBZen, or at least I haven't burned on CBZen in a minute. I might just be catching at a really good time. Oh yeah, I am. See right here, the MZen price is almost 1 million. So that means the 1-to-1 is very close. So you oh man, this is more strategy in the XBurn universe. Damn. Wow. Yeah, this is in the XBurn universe. Cause see right now on XBurn in CBZen, you want to hold your XBurn because it's very, you know, it's off. It's about 30% off of its peg. So if you're burning CBZen, you're losing 30% every time you sell the CBZen back, or the XBurner back into the CBZen pool. So you really don't want to do it this way, because you're losing more. And the same goes for Optimism. Right. And Optimism, the pool is rebuilding because it's stupid. But yeah, the pool is rebuilding because this is a true community project. Remember, Optimism was not released by Tree City West. Somebody forked it and put it on to Optimism because they wanted to see what would happen. And that person actually took out their liquidity, which made, you know, this a little bit more touchy-feely because of how high the market cap is. So no one's really been burning for Optimism, and the liquidity now is considered very little. But as people start to burn for optimism, it'll refill the liquidity pool, you know, with both with XEN, and then as people start to roll again, naturally over time, the liquidity will rebuild itself, similar to like XBurn, where the liquidity is hodling a little bit better because we got liquidity in there. We want to see this thrive. So I hope people want to see the same thing on XEN. But not many people are burning over there. But the peg is still pretty good, about 30% off. Here, let's look at XenBurn. Yeah, I guess XenBurn on ETH is gonna be wacky because there's way less XEN to be burned. Like on these three, there's so much XEN to be burned that we're gonna see the better ratios. But like on ETH XEN, I'm noticing like this one might climb, which is pretty bullish. Still, like there's still a bullish narrative in XBurn on ETH, which is, you know, this needs to reach parity 1 million. You know, so it doesn't make any sense for you to really dump it because you're just losing. You're losing so much in percentage rolling it over here, and it's because someone should have held here to let it keep going up, but instead they sold early, just like how human beings work. But yeah, it looks like Polygon is where you want to burn on XBurn. The rotation is over there. Shoot. That's where you rotate your XEN. Let me hit the refresh. Holy stock spirit. But yeah, man, it's Friday. And I'm burning some XEN right now. I'm not waiting on Jack Levin. I'm finding the best place to burn. Sub-cent fees. See, I've done this 3 times. I turned $1.50 into $4.50 now. $4.50 worth of XEN. I don't know how much that is. It's gonna take a lot to get XEN off the ground. Let's see. What's XEN at? $4. Yeah, almost 100 billion. Added to the burn points. Because if you catch what we're trying to show here, is like you can essentially roll, and this is why Jack doesn't want, like, what we're doing is abusing the system. Right? We're the pirates. XBurn is the pirates of X1 because we're abusing the burn points. You know, and that's what's hilarious because people are just giving them to us. We don't really have to do much for them to just give them to us. So like this action of like rolling your burn, right? You see I burn here these 3 times. Each one of these, you know, it has that XEN. And then bam, I roll it over and do it again. And now, you know, I started with 27 billion XEN, and now my burn record is up to 69 billion, right? Or something like that, 3 times. And I am essentially reaping the benefits of being able to do this. Right? We're going on the 4th one. Right, roll it over. Now, see, the thing is if people step in, and this is where the culture can be built in XBurn, but it's up to the community if they want to do it. If you're gonna go hard in XBurn to try to maintain the peg, like you're the burn, you're the person. So like any larger burns than what I'm doing, these are very tiny burns. I would say anything above $100 worth of XEN is gonna disturb the frequency. Like what I'm doing right now is super tiny. It's like $1. So it's not really, messing up the chart for me to sell $1 worth of X burn, right? It's going to mess up the chart if I sell $20 worth of X burn. So this is a finite strategy that I'm kind of showing you. And it does take, I think, a little bit of comprehension, to kind of understand it. But if you see what I'm doing, all I'm doing is taking my Zen, burning it into X burn, claiming the X burn, selling that back into MZen, right? Getting some of the MZen back into my possession. Wadata. Man, Polygon's up. Bro, when you gonna do a burn party where everyone burns in a 24-hour period, gets an exclusive More World Peace NFT? Ha! I need to do something like that. That'd be cool. I don't know though, man. I don't trust the world. Zen world weird, man. I'll be like, yo, it's a burn party, and I'll be the only one burning. All by myself. All by myself. Like, damn, I thought I was having a burn party and nobody showed up. Actually, you wouldn't want to do a burn party maybe, because like then everybody's your competition. The burn party is when you see my address spinning on the chart. That's how you know we're doing a burn party. Bam, doing it again. I get 100,000 different wallets burning 1 Zen each. Lols. When are you gonna shut the fuck up about burning? I can't. Dang, I can't shut up about burning. This is where we're going. The TGE is gonna be like, I don't know. I have like this like theory where you make the most if you make your own. So like being hella close to like the kernel, it's like, oh yeah, like I would love to work with these people, but if I work by myself, then I'm not under their jurisdiction. And that's why it's like burning, talking about the burn, that's really like outside the pipeline of the X1 Foundation and X1. Like they're not really encouraging it because they want people to idolize their Zen, which is fine. Like I actually think that's smart. Like I think people should idolize it. I keep saying it, but nobody likes a kumbaya story. They don't like it. And we need to raise the burn points because it needs to dilute. I mean, I guess that's what it is. I hear you. Hey, I only got so many burns, bro. I got to do my part. Don't burn your Bitcoin on EVM. Oh, the VMPX. Oh, they're going to burn the VMPX and the zone. The 1 billion zone. Jack said that in the contract, they put the I burn redeem. Oh, they did. LOL. They really did do it. It's right here. I burn redeem. So this is the smart contract for X1, and X1 has the burn contract address function, so they can tell if it's or basically like they can grab the records directly from the blockchain, like who's burned this. This is the same thing for VMPX. Oh, VPMX. I always say VMPX. Where that shit at? Yeah, vampire number. So let's see. Let's see if they did it here too. It'd be at the bottom of the contract. Do work. So So yeah, this one won't be burned. This one's going to be sent to a dead address. And that's what they said before, though. So I'm curious to where they're going to have you send this one. And that's probably a reason why you wouldn't want to do it. VMPX only has 108 million coins. Damn, 24,000 users? It's pretty intense. Or 24,000 holders. Of course, it's on centralized exchanges. Yeah, I mean, I think just from seeing the contract of X1 or this zone. Here, I'll put it in the chat. You want to find it. Oh, I wonder why they imported the VMPX contract into this. Maybe it was the minting formula or something. Curious. But yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Fair Crypto is above and beyond. They're on a whole other thing. And it'd be cool if actually seeing that, like, yo, Tree, what if you added like X1? I don't know. It would have to be a new deploy. But yo, we can burn this coin on Ethereum. I wonder if they're gonna pull burn records from it burning early. That'd be fascinating. Yeah, burn right here. But yeah, bro, I'm gonna keep recycling my burn. I'm gonna keep burning. I don't have any plans to stop burning. I think everyone should burn their XEN and stake it and burn it again. And yeah, I think you should do that this weekend. I think you should burn everything you have in your wallet, put it through the furnace, or you should just sell it and hurry up my discount. But until June, peace.
wait.